Hi everybody, we're Alex and Katelyn, and we're here to answer some questions about BTO.
We've been married for almost 9 months now, and I have a couple of questions to ask Alex, and he's going to ask me some too.
Okay, go ahead.
First question, how has our marriage grown since being a part of BTO?
I think the first thing that comes to my mind is the way that we communicate with one another. I'm still very extroverted and you're introverted, but we've learned how to communicate towards one another the way that the other person would respond better. Where in the past, when we were dating or in our first few months of marriage, nothing really changed, but we've really learned how to adapt our communication styles to one another, I think. And I also think being a part of BTO has given us a community of mentors who model what it is like to have a Christ-like marriage, and that inspires us to want to do more. And I'm hoping that in our move in a couple of weeks, we're able to plant ourselves in a godly community and continue the mission there. So, you agree?
I agree, and we've been able to do the leadership training with Messiah and just continue to grow that way, and hopefully we can share BTO with other people that we interact with.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, honey, so through BTO, what is one thing the Lord has taught you regarding your relationship with your spouse?
I think the biggest thing that BTO taught me was how to find my identity in Christ. And through BTO, I've gone through a lot of healing, and that was really important in the months leading up to marriage, just so we have an easier transition into married life. I think that once you find a spouse who is also very confident in their identity in Christ, they're able to love you the way God intended them to, and just love you way better than we could do as individuals trying to do it our own human way without God. All right, last question, honey. What advice would you give young singles who are thinking about marriage?
I think really just wait for God's perfect timing. I think, in both of our young single lives, we tried to rush it. We thought that we knew when was best to start seriously dating, or we thought that we knew that we were ready for marriage. But I think it's really also important to know yourself and be strong in your faith with Christ before you go and try and partner lives with another person, right? I think if you are solid first as a young single, the prayer to God should be, Lord, I'm ready, and with your perfect timing, I pray that you help me to find the one that you've destined me to be with. So, and that was what I prayed my whole life, and He led me to you when I most needed you and least expected you. So I thank Him every day.
I agree, and I think we should be asking God for wisdom and discernment while we are dating in the early stages, and God will make it very obvious and open doors for you when this is the right spouse for you in His perfect timing.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love you.
I love you too.